All right, good morning, peoples. Let's jump in here to Cony and Coin. Hopefully by now you're looking at my declaration video or you found the information. So I tried to get that out early to you guys. So I will show the declaration here at the end. Um, so here's what transpired with Cony. Interesting. They're closing out some painful losing 250 synthetics and they're rolling into the 210s. And the fact they're down at 189, which is where they closed, they're able to get some more cash. But they've still got about 12,000 and they've already rolled out 16,004. So they're 20 of the 32. They've taken the big loss. A little more to go, peoples. But hey, here's the good news. The declaration was $1. I said, I think they're going to keep Coney honest and pay $1, even though they hadn't earned it. So kudos, fund managers. All right, so 189.47, we closed down 7.32. Coin was down 15.9. I don't have to tell you how ugly the day was. I don't even know what the low on Coinbase or Coney, but I think it was 13. Let me see if I can pull a chart up while I'm talking to you guys. Um, Here we go. Yeah, I think it's in the 13s. I almost bought some. I did get some Misty for $20. Well, $20 and I think 29 cents, which is a heck of a buy. Um, So 1590, yeah, it opened at 1326 and 1325 was the low, and then it proceeded to move up, which is a good sign that people are diving in. They know what crypto and in particular BTC, which is what makes most of these their money, certainly on MicroStrategy, a little less so with Coinbase because they're an exchange for a lot of crypto. But I like the fact that they also hold BTC as a store of wealth in their treasury, similarly to MicroStrategy, just not as much. All right, and even Elon Musk with Tesla, for that matter, or Tesla. Sorry about that. Um, so they did get 400, or was it 350? Yeah, they got 325,000 additional shares. So that allowed them to put on a trade. So let me go show you what they put on. So these were the Coney trades. So I'll explain them. So on the 25, since that's so far out of the money, we're at 180, but the 210, we were able to be very close before. But now that we've gone through and lower, we went and we had to continue to get out of some 250s. So we sold instead of bought for 50 cents, but then we had to buy back the put for 55.49. So that's ugly. That's like a $23 million loss. But then we went to our 210s and we're able to buy for 17.2 because we're now well below the 210 and sell for 31. So we got some of that money back, but you can see half of 1 and 55 is large versus 17 and 31. And then we were able, with the money that people bought into the shares, do 950. This was just something that we needed to do, get out of 4 real losers and take the beating and get the 4,000 in a lower synthetic. That's also 920. This one expires a week from this Friday. So they've got 12,000 more they've got to get out of there. And on these 210s, they have till 920. And then they put on individual, right? So these two are the 920, 950 contracts out to 920 for the date on the 210s. And then they chose a 205 for this week and got a nice 352. So I'll leave that out and take you through. Here's the single one that they wrote, the 950 contracts for the 352 at 205, which is still 8.2% out of the money with 4 trading days. Okay. And you see that there, there's the share count. And our cash went down because they had to buy back, or they had to buy their calls back and sell the put. So let's go take a look at the ugly one first. So look at this, 87 million. We went from a 65 million loss to an 87 million, right? Because we sold our calls that we normally buy for not much money. And then we bought back our puts, which normally we sell and we want them to expire worthless. So that really chewed up and made it look ugly. But again, those are all counting for this month, right? I do the cutoff on declaration on 8/6. So how that looks, and then let me show you the 210. So then we went out there, and we're well below it now. But we have a lot of time with this guy. All right. And our situation is we made money. We made 1.3 million, 1.3 million and 30,000. Sorry, 1,330,000 on this one. So we went from a loss here to a gain. So that was positive. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's all getting fixed. Um, and then let's go to the weeklies and summarize. So we got a lot of entries and we're winning like crazy, you can expect, right? With all that movement down, even though we bounced back up, we've captured 10.5 out of 12.6. So I say today, why not start taking some off the table and rewriting more reasonable strikes? Um, this has become invalidated by going down here, and it depends on where we close. So we had a 1 day close well below, lower than the head. If we were to pull back into the this range, then it could be a double low. But if it comes down here, it sort of invalidates the inverse head and shoulders. It doesn't mean we can't go on to new highs. It just means that particular pattern isn't working exactly how I was hoping it would. It can still be somewhat of a bull flag and come over here. And this is still a pole going up, but I was kind of hoping for an easy head and shoulders. All right, let's go over to holdings. This always tells you everything. So we now have 103 million that we're behind. How does that compare? Well, we were 84.52, right? So you expect that to be ugly. It will get better once we turn up significantly. But we have to get out of these 12,000 way up here. Very little odds that we're going to go back there before 816. Anything's possible. But with these guys getting bigger counts, we have a chance. Let me check those. Oh, actually, those counts are bigger than that. They're 2170 now, 700. I knew I didn't update everything. Does that make that worse? Yeah, that makes that worse. That makes that 112,000. Whew, I figured it was bad. But look here. Well, as you'd expect, these 230s, 232s, 220s even the 217s right now. Look at this, 93%. Now that's a small one, but look at this one, 94.25. I say if this thing gets to 15 cents, we're talking a small amount of money. Just take it off. Don't take any risk. I don't think we're going there at all, but why play with it? Go write something for 1 million that's closer to the money. This thing's out of the money, right? Write at 217 or something. And I think this one is inaccurate too. This one should be the 205. But we are winning some on that, right? But look at that. Go right at 205 for $3. Don't play around with the 232 for 22 cents. Take it off the table. It's only 355. If you were to write 15,800, you could get a lot of money. You could get 2 or 3 million. So I think these guys, if they say active management, I'd like to see you be active management. You're just setting and letting the decay work for 335 when you could make 3 million by just buying that back and writing a 205 that's going to be 295. I mean, if I put that number in here, let's put that number in. I think they can get 0.225, 2.90. Yeah, they could get 4.5 million. Why wouldn't you do that? It's, a 205 is significantly out of the money for this week. So let's go, guys. That's just one example. This one is small enough I wouldn't worry, but I'd also buy it back and lump in here with this one. This one at 77. Okay, I'll let it decay a little. But man, get active. Don't sit on your laurels and just go, okay, we're gonna collect all the money. That doesn't work anymore. Let's get active. All right, I've said it enough, guys. This is an 8.5 here. All right, by now you guys have seen the declarations, right? So let's go over there. We earned, and kudos to the YIELDMAX management for paying what we didn't earn, okay? Kudos for that because they're confident, like a lot of us, that they want this golden fund. This will be the first fund within a year to return all its money. They needed about 28 or 24 cents if you use 1978. If you use $20, I think it needs about 40 cents. Well, they're going to make 40 cents next month. So as of the close in a 12-month time frame, you will have been returned your $20. I think right now it was 18.52. So we've now returned $19.52, peoples. That's pretty. Now we're below $20. Oh, so they got 100% there and they lost 20%, right? On a $20 purchase, it's trading, call it 16. That's $4. So that's a 20%. So you make 100% in a year in return and it'll be over 100% because and then you lose 20. So it looks to me like you got an 80% return. Total return is what I always track. And who knows, maybe it goes up by next month to higher. Maybe it gets back to 18 or 19. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you on here. So you can thank them for paying $1 for this because we didn't completely earn it. Okay, guys, I just hope they do a better job. This is different. The people that decide that are not the people that do the option, okay, that determine how much to pay us. So come on, option guys, let's get busy. We're watching. All right, bye. Again, not financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for fun and entertainment only, peoples. Bye for now.